was able to move back to my family farm a couple years ago, build a house on it, so it's nice to move back home and be able to raise my kids where I grew up at. Music to the community, it's not so much as important as it is more of a way of life. Thinking back, my grandpa and my friend's grandpa would get together all the time and play music, and they did square dances, and my dad played at them. Dad got older, he started playing in his own bands, and then through looking at pictures and stuff and seeing all the music they played, grew an interest for it. I mean, any family get-together we ever had always involved music.
Andrew was always a family friend. His dad and my uncle play bluegrass together. My mom thought that it would be a good idea for him to give me guitar lessons.
We talked a lot and stuff, so I thought, as good as it's going, I might as well see where it could go.
All of a sudden, Andrew started pulling up to the same gravel bar we were at, or we would be floating down the river and he'd pull up. And
5 years later, we was out one night and I asked her dad if I could marry her, so.
He was playing guitar and I actually was mad because we had somewhere to be. And I'm like, gosh, he's playing that guitar and it's gonna take us 10 minutes to leave, we're in a hurry. I walk in and he was playing Tim McGraw, My Best Friend. He had the case set up with the ring in the case, but I apparently said yes before he even asked.
And she wanted to get married in a barn. Lo and behold, there was one right here in my front door. So the barn on my mom and dad's place is special because Grandpa built it in the early 50s. My buddy pours concrete for a living. He said, if you got a picture of Grandma and Grandpa on their wedding day, and we put it in the back corner, covered it with glass, and it's still there right now. Grandpa wanted to be there for the wedding, and he had passed about 2 or 3 months before, so.
We had Buck play in our wedding, which is one of his best friends, and they've grown up playing music together.
I met Andrew by our families, my grandpa and his grandpa, and now his dad and my dad, and him and I have all played music together and been around, and anytime there was music going on, his family was there. And at that time, Rachel was, I believe, in Nashville working, so it made me really nervous because I thought, man, she's been down there listening to the real deal, and now I've got to step it up.
The different acts that we have had at the barn have been the Ozark Mountain Daredevils, John Fulbright, the Steel Drivers, Stone and LaRue, and last year we had the Steel Woods.
Well, the tradition of music, it's very prominent in our family, so it's very important to me the way it's been passed down. Grandpa bought the old Gibson guitar in the earlier 60s. When it came time to pass his stuff on, my dad actually ended up with it. He offered it to me. I'd love to see my kids be able to play someday.
Music's just kind of a part of everything. It don't matter if you're just having a fish fry, or there's always kind of seems to be music around. So it's just the way of life for us.
My name is Andrew Hampton, and these are my Ozarks.